Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Football Lions. You can call me Richman. In fact, guys, the game ended Chelsea 1, Flamingo 3. What went wrong in this game? Because Chelsea scored the first goal, Chelsea scored the early goal. So, what are the reasons Chelsea lost this game at the end? Guys, let's talk about some few things or some few reasons why Chelsea we lost this game. First, guys, let's start with Enzo Maresca. In fact, I don't want to believe this, guys. I don't want to believe that the Enzo Maresca we saw during the Premier League games time is the same Enzo Maresca we are going to see in this competition. I don't want to believe that. Because if it will go that way, then that will be a disaster. For me, looking at the first game, I thought Enzo Maresca learned from his mistakes. Yes, I thought he got the clue, the dynamics from the Premier League. But Charlie, it seems Enzo Maresca hasn't learned anything. Why did I say so, guys? This game, everybody knew that Flamingo is a good side. So I will not even call this loss an upset. No. I will not call it an upset in football. Because everybody knew who is Flamingo. They are doing good. In fact, they are even topping, yes, they are league. So they are doing good. Yes, they are scoring. And I can't remember the last time they lost a game. So we were going into this game knowing very well that we are going to play against a better side. Knowing very well that Chelsea is going to play against good opponent. Even during the press conference, Enzo Maresca said it. So I don't know what came over Enzo Maresca to start his week 11. I don't know what came over Enzo Maresca to play players at opposition in this game. I don't know. See, Americans will tell you that if it doesn't break, don't change it. Or if it doesn't break, don't change it. Don't change a winning team. In football, we don't change a winning team, especially the situation we are now. We won the first game, collected the 3 points. If Chelsea win this game, another 3 points, we qualify like that. So don't change the team that gave you the initial results, the initial winning. But actually, guys, in this game, what surprised me is that see, if you ask me, where is James' position in this game, I can't tell you. I could not identify where Reece James was playing. He put him in the midfield, it didn't work. So many occasions Enzo Maresca tried in the pro, it didn't work. He is a midfielder. He ever been a midfielder. But actually, he can play at the right back position better than the midfield position. Yes. So if you want to get the best from your player, play him the position he can give you the best. But Enzo Maresca started the game, misused Reece James in this game, and put Gusto there. Yes, Gusto wasn't bad, and he was bad. Because if Reece James were to be in that position, we all knew who is Reece James, one of the best right back in the world. Reece James will give you everything that you want in that right back position. But Enzo Maresca came and said, okay, however, I knew you before I came to Chelsea. At Wigan Atlantic, we were playing as a midfielder. So for me, when I was coming to Chelsea, he saw Reece James as a midfielder. And see, I can tell you that all the time that he played Reece James in the midfield, it didn't work. It backed off. But I don't know. He's not learning from his mistakes. So that is why I said I don't want to see Enzo Maresca I saw during the Premier League games time in this tournament. Enzo Maresca is becoming to his gambling nature. Enzo Maresca is a gambler. During this season in the Premier League, he gambled us with some certain games. We lost certain games because of this wrong starting 11, wrong team selection, what and what. So guys, my first reason why I think Chelsea lost this game. We lost this game from the dressing room. We lost this game from the lineup. We lost this game from Enzo Maresca team selection. And the second reason why Chelsea lost this game, guys, our defense. Our defense, especially the second half. In fact, the defense disappointed us. I'm telling you. As I said, the second half, no concentration, no awareness, nothing. Look at all the goals they score. All the goals that they score, those players, like nobody even went in for a tackling against them. Like they just freely tap in the goals at the back of our net. No awareness from our defenders. Yes, when they gave that cross, that long ball, everybody is standing. Everybody stand. Nobody will track back to pick a player. As I said, look at all the goals that they score. nobody was there to mark any of Flamingo attackers who scored the goals. So they just got Sanchez easy and just tap in. That is all. At this level and at this standard, playing for Chelsea, and you don't have concentration. I can't believe this. Liverpool and Chalobah, no concentration, no awareness. They were just lobbing the balls all over them. They were just standing as if like they forgot that they are playing football, or like they forgot that they are on the football pitch. They were just standing. Nothing, no concentration, no awareness. And Champions League, or next season we are playing Champions League. Let's hope things change. If not that, if we send this kind of performance to Champions League, forget. We will not survive. And the first 5 minutes, yes, the starting part of the game, Sanchez also committed that some 2 errors. If it were to a better opponent, let me say in the Champions League, we will not survive. Yes, Chelsea could have conceded at least 2 goals in the first 5 minutes. So, Robert, for me, I said it too. You see that ball playing ability thing is from academy. Players who knows it, they are there, or goalkeeper who knows it, they are there, and they learn it from beginning, from academy, from infancy. Look at Manchester United DJ. He could have done everything. He was doing everything in world football, doing all kind of saves. But when United want to build from the back, they will not see DJ. There wasn't DJ. And Ramos even said that was one of the reasons why Spain national team was not calling him, because Spain is a ball possession team. And here is the case: you have a goalkeeper who can build from the back, who can pass the ball. And look at Onana. Yes, he's not good on the save, but the ball player, because he learned it from academy, from infancy, it is there. So this ball playing ability from Sanchez, it is not going to improve, and it is not going to change. So earlier is the better. Earlier, our owners realize and go and bring us a ball playing goalkeeper. And also Enzo Maresca should give Sanchez and Jorgensen competition. For me, even this game, I was thinking it was to start Jorgensen, because the guy is good. One come to the leg, the guy is good. So some of our, even this is the reason why, one of the reasons why we are not supporting Enzo Maresca, saying that Petrovic should come and compete with Sanchez. Because as we are speaking now, nobody is competing with Sanchez. Jorgensen is not competing with Sanchez. Enzo Maresca picked and chose Jorgensen to be our #1 goalkeeper. Nobody is competing with Sanchez. So why are you telling someone who is better than Sanchez to come and compete with Sanchez? As we are speaking now, Petrovic is on form. He's better than Sanchez. Give the #1 spot to him. That is the reason why players pick form, or players go to training every day, to make sure that he always delivers, so that he will be a favorite. He will starting or be in the starting 11 every game. Give the #1 spot to Petrovic. Finish. He's good. But you are saying that you should come and compete. Who is competing with Sanchez as we are speaking now? Jorgensen is not competing with Sanchez. Mark Pendes is not competing with Sanchez. Enzo Maresca just prefers Sanchez over anything. He is selling our games. He is gambling with our games. So another thing for me, I see what went wrong in this game is our defense, lack of awareness from their part and lack of concentration from their part. Tosin and Liverpool, they didn't do well in this game. And let's come to another reason why Chelsea lost this game. But before we go there, guys, please just remind you, don't forget to hit the like button and hit the subscription button for this video to reach more Chelsea fans on the YouTube algorithm. Please tap in the like button and tap in the subscription button. Let's come to another important reason, guys. The team spirit. See, when the game started, I saw Cole Palmer. I said, no. Chelsea didn't start this game well. I saw Liam Delap body language. I said, no. Because I knew my Liam Delap. Since from Ipswich Town, I knew my Liam Delap. My physical Liam Delap. I saw him last season or this season against Chelsea. His physicality, his energetic power, and what. I knew him very well. But when the game started, Liam Delap was just slow. He was even some pressing there. He could have won so many balls from Flamingo defenders, but he wasn't doing that aggressiveness, that pressing. I said, no. This game, the team spirit is not there. We started the game as if all the players were tired. I'm telling you. And guys, what is wrong with Cole Palmer? What is wrong with our humbled, our talented, our innocent Cole Palmer? Recently, Cole Palmer is not delivering. We are no more seeing the Cole Palmer we used to know, especially this game. He started poorly and even ended poorly. The last game also, he started well, but still, we didn't saw the Cole Palmer we used to know. What is happening? So, our team spirit in this game wasn't there. It was off. It was off. See, no zeal, no enthusiasm. Like you could saw that Flamingo players want it more than Chelsea. Yes, it looked like we just came from playing intensive football game yesterday before today's game. Like everybody was off their brain, off their footballing capabilities and abilities. I can't believe this. And this is Chelsea. This is Chelsea. For Chelsea, dear, you have to be winning every day. You have to be delivering every day. You can't have some days off. Forget. Imagine you have a day off in Champions League semi-final. That means we are dead. Or imagine Champions League final, you have a day off. Your spirit went off. That means we are dead. I don't want to see this again in our Chelsea team. Our team spirit. Nobody was playing as if Chelsea wanted to win. When the game started, Casado tried to start that in that spirit, but I will come to the referee. The referee didn't help at all in this game. Yes, Casado tried to use that intensity, do his dirty tackles. The referee said no, correct. I think Cucurella also started to show that intensity. The referee said correct. And let's come to the referee final. In fact, this referee or some of this referee, they have to know that people are watching at home. They have to know that football fans want to see teams showing that aggressiveness, showing that competitiveness. Yes, football is a contact game. Immediately I'm going to touch you, or one player is going to touch each other, yellow card. Immediately someone is going to touch you, yellow card. No. The cards was so many in the game. So even when you look at the game was so slow. Like no intensity, nobody was trying to put in the pressure because the way the referee was giving the yellow cards as if the yellow card was just flowing. So I can say it is one of the reasons why we could not see that intensity from our guys, that energetic. Yes, because from the beginning, the starting point of the game, the referee just started giving yellow cards. A little bit tackling, yellow card. A little bit tackling, yellow card. And let's come to Nicola Jackson red card. Was it a red card? To me, yes. Was it intentional from Nicola Jackson? No. Was it a red card? Yes, it was a red card. Clean. But was it intentional? I don't think so. No. Jackson came on trying to make changes to the game, into the game. So he tried to won the ball back, tried to did that tackling, but unfortunately his legs, yes, stood on that player leg. So it was a red card. When you look at the stamp, the way even Jackson raised the leg, yes, you see that it was a red card. But I can't say, or the way, or even the demeanor, the body language from Nicola Jackson, I don't think it was intentional. Yes, I know it is annoying. Yes, as fan, it's very painful. But Charlie, guys, today is his 24th birthday. So I don't think Nicola Jackson will come, yes, onto the pitch on his birthday and intentionally do that, trying to kill his day or put his day off. I don't think so. So it was a red card. To me, no, but I don't think it was intentional. As some fans are going hard on Nicola Jackson, people started, Chelsea fans. And I understood, as a football fan, yes, sometimes it's very painful. But for me, as I said, I don't think it was intentional. So, guys, these are the things for me. I saw what went wrong in this game. I saw from my naked eyes, from my two naked eyes, what went wrong in this game. Let me hear from you under the comment section, your opinion, your thought about this game. By the way, another video is coming. Yes, what Enzo Maresca said after this game, after this painful loss to Flamingo. By the way, we will bounce back. Nothing is over. Nothing is over. 11-1 game. That game, if we win, we qualify to the knockout stage, to the round of 16. As we are speaking now, we have 3 points. So nothing is over. Yes, until the bones are rotten. We are Chelsea. And we have to understand that they just returned from intensive season. Yes, Premier League games, must qualify for top 4 conference league. So let's say they are a little bit tired. Yes, for me, let's forgive them. This game is very painful, but I will understand. Yes, this is the first time. They will learn from that. So please let me hear from you under the comment section, your opinion, your thought about this game. And as I said, yes, another video is coming about what Enzo Maresca said, yes, after this game. Take care. Peace.